It's a wonderful time to be alive. Every day is a beautiful blessing, bro. Now, we are about to watch Harvard students answer the question of how many languages do they speak. Shout out to New Travel. Let's watch this, bro. Because niggas in Harvard, niggas in Harvard, bro. Harvard? That's an Ivy League school. Not too many people get into that, bro.
How many languages
So for we just
do you speak?
let's just get into it, bro.
Two languages.
What are the two?
English and German.
Oh, cool.
And a little bit of Spanish, but.
Could you tell me in German what's something you like about Harvard?
Ich liebe die Energie am Campus.
What does that mean?
I love the energy on campus.
Amazing.
Wow. I only speak one language, English.
If you could wake up tomorrow fluent in a new language, what would it be?
I took Chinese for forever, and I would love to finish, to finally find fluency
Oh,
in
cool.
Chinese.
But so you're like semi-fluent, or just just few phrases?
I mean, I could have some conversations, but I think my understanding, I could communicate my point, but I couldn't,
understand
So
or comprehend.
how many languages do you speak?
Just one.
And if you could learn one more, what would it be?
French.
And how many languages do you speak?
3. And a little.
Nah, they really just want to speak these regular languages, bro. Like go go to Russian or some shit, bro.
What's the three or what's the little bit?
I speak English, Spanish, and German, and a little bit of sign language.
I only speak.
I mean, you can't speak sign language, because guess what? It's called sign language, bro. Not it's called sign language, bro. Sign language, bro. You don't speak it, you do it.
Language.
I speak 3 languages. I speak Spanish, Portuguese, and English.
Well, Portuguese is literally similar to Spanish for real. So if you know Spanish, you can really learn.
Languages do you speak?
I speak 3 languages. Attempted 4 but failed.
What's the three and what's the attempted fail?
Okay, my native languages are German and Croatian. I learned English only when I was 16, 17, so super late. And I tried to learn French, but I failed miserably.
Okay, so the takeaway is French is the hardest of the group, or did you get lazy on French?
I may have just gotten lazy, to be honest. It's not supposed to be that hard.
Yeah.
How
It just
many
takes a lot of
languages
time.
do you speak?
4.
Wow.
4?
What are the 4?
English, Spanish, French, and Portuguese.
It's always the same ones, though. I mean, I get it, though. Solely because those languages that they are learning are so close to English. Like, those are languages that are really easy for for English speakers to learn, for real. If it's like an Asian language, like Chinese, Korean, and shit, that's gonna take a little harder. Slavic languages like German, like Ukrainian or Russian, and even some Romanian and Greek, those would be harder because those are not similar. They learn these languages because they're so very similar to English.
First language?
Portuguese.
And do you study at Harvard?
Yes.
Could you tell me in Portuguese what's something you like about Harvard?
Eu gosto muito do campus.
What's that mean?
That I really enjoy the campus, especially in a.
I knew it because she said campus. She said campus. I didn't know what else she said, but I heard campus. So obviously she's talking about the campus.
They like this.
Wow. Amazing answer. And how many languages do you speak?
I speak 2, maybe 3. Portuguese and English, and a little bit of Spanish.
Cool. Portuguese, could you tell me, is there something you don't like about Harvard?
Oh, that's a harder one first.
Could be big or small, anything really.
Eu não gosto do clima. É muito frio e tem muita neve.
His accent was beautiful. Accent was
The
good.
cold, right?
Yeah, exactly.
It's too
A
cold?
little bit too cold, a little bit too snowy.
What's your name?
Kasha.
Kasha.
Yeah.
Kasha, how many languages do you speak?
4.
What are the 4?
I'm guessing some African language like Hindi, Swahili.
English, and then 3 Indian languages, which is Hindi, Gujarati, and Marathi.
I knew it. Want to know how I knew it? No racial. Solely because look at him. You can tell that he knows Hindi. His name alone gives it away, let alone his accent.
Oh, cool. First language is Hindi or?
First language is I'd say bilingual between English and Gujarati.
Could you say some expression in Gujarati so we can hear the language?
Tame kem cho?
What's that
Which
mean?
means how are you?
Amazing.
Pretty cool.
Oh, you speak it as well.
No, I just
It's a neighboring language. She speaks a neighboring language.
Oh,
I
cool.
don't speak that language.
Are you also from India?
No, but I'm learning.
What you're
Hindi.
learning?
I'm learning. Hindi.
Oh,
Yeah,
amazing. Well, same question. How many languages do you speak?
I speak 4 languages: English, Spanish, Portuguese, and French.
What's your first language?
No, I don't speak Hindi. I'm learning. First language is Spanish.
4.5 maybe.
Maybe, hopefully.
Could you tell me in Spanish what's something you like about Harvard?
Me gusta la gente y me gusta la comida gratis que tenemos hoy. So I said I love the people and I love the free food that they're providing today.
How many languages do you speak?
I only speak one. I speak about maybe second grade Spanish is probably the next best thing, but English is the only language I really speak fluently.
What's your name?
I'm Chris.
Chris, how many?
Taiwanese. I'm seeing Taiwanese.
languages do you speak?
I speak one language.
If you could learn one more overnight, what would it be?
I'm trying to learn Korean.
Okay, so he's Asian descent for sure, but he was born and raised in America.
The language of my family. My
Oh, cool.
grandparents.
How's it going?
Okay. Oh, fuck, I was thinking Korean too. It was between Korean, Chinese, or Taiwanese.
In Korean.
It's a struggle, but I'm getting there.
What was your name?
Danielle.
Danielle, how many languages do you speak?
1.5 languages.
May I ask? What's the one? What's the half?
The one is English, the half is Chinese.
Amazing. And how many languages do you speak?
I speak 1.
Cool.
English.
If you could overnight learn one more, what would it be?
Korean. I'm trying to learn Korean.
Oh, why Korean?
I'm half Korean.
Okay.
Ah,
For the
I
second
can
person, I
see
just
it.
spoke to someone else who's Korean and wants to learn Korean.
Oh, really?
Yeah.
Wow. Yeah, it's hard to learn.
Something in the air today.
Yeah.
How many languages do you speak?
2.
What are the two?
English and Korean.
Oh, you little
you have someone
fuck!
to
Should have
teach you.
answered.
I know.
No, it's good.
Practice is good.
What's your name?
Daniela.
Daniela, how many languages do you speak?
2.5.
What's the two? What's the half?
English, Portuguese, and half Spanish.
How many languages do you speak?
I speak 3 languages:
What are the three?
Taiwanese, Chinese Mandarin, and English.
Whoa! I'm pissed. Fuck. I'm pissed.
How many in Taiwanese?
I like it. Two Asian Pacific languages, huh? So she can more easily learn Japanese. My Muay Thai probably it'll be a little harder. Cantonese a little harder, but she can learn those.
What's something you like about Harvard?
Harvard 大学加棒.
And what does that mean?
It's an excellent place. I just speak 1.
Cool, Hammock.
Thank you.
Have a good day.
Bye.
How many languages do you speak?
I speak 3 languages.
One African language for sure. Swahili.
English, obviously. Italian and Czech.
That's still an African language for sure.
Speak 3 languages.
What are the three?
It would be English, Bengali, and Hindi. 4?
What?
Wow, what are the four?
So Mandarin's my mother tongue, and there's obviously English. Also learned French and Japanese.
What's the hardest of those to learn?
You know, I'm biased. I heard Mandarin's the hardest language in the world, but I had it as my mother tongue, so I had to learn it. It was not easy, but, you know, it came the most naturally for me. But then I would say English, I spent a lot of time learning.
Yeah.
French is definitely harder than English, but because I already had foundations in English, so I used my, anglicized brain to learn French.
I speak 1 language.
If you could suddenly speak one more, what would it be?
I would really like to speak French.
French.
Yeah.
English, obviously. Spanish, pretty well. French, okay. German is very rusty. And I speak Yiddish.
Of all those, which is the hardest to learn, do you think?
He speaks 5.
German.
German. Harder than
Course.
Yiddish.
Yeah.
Wow.
Because Yiddish is German with Hebrew characters and no vowels. It's very easy.
Interesting.
It's guttural German.
All right. So it seems that most Harvard students, at least know 2, at least know 2, at least, because a lot of them know 3. Few know 4. There's only one that knows 5 so far, but it seems at least most, if not most, know 2. Not at least most know 2.
Pretend to, and then you're like, oh, hi, sorry.
No, we don't have to fake it. You don't have to, yeah.
Okay, that's fine.
Thank you. And how many languages do you speak?
I speak French, English, Arabic, Spanish, and I'm learning Greek.
Arabic.
You're a linguist. That's a good answer.
Yeah, but fluently, I basically am fluent in French and English, and I'm learning the other languages. So
Wow.
hopefully we'll see.
Of those ones, which is hardest to learn?
I think Arabic, honestly,
Wow.
because it's a beautiful language, but unfortunately, in terms of grammar and everything, it's quite hard.
If I'm not putting you on the spot, could you say some expression in Arabic for me to hear?
Yeah, صباح الخير, اسمي جولييت, وأنا من فرنسا.
Ooh.
And what does that mean?
Hi, my name is Juliette and I'm from France. It's like a really basic phrase.
That was amazing. Thank you so much.
Thank you so much.
I speak.
Oh shit.
Oh, cool. What's the
Wait, what did that say?
So much.
Thank you so much.
Holy fuck. Texting to find a date? Ew. Getting $10 to go on a 5-minute video date? Win. Nah, that's a win though. That's a win though for sure.
Oh, cool. What's the 4?
So English, Urdu, Hindi, Punjabi.
Cool. And?
I speak 3, but the 4th one's a bit. I'm still learning right now.
Okay, what's the 3 and what's the 4th?
English, Urdu, Hindi. 4th is Arabic, so I'm learning that right now.
Cool.
Mother tongue
Languages that are what in the same spectrum of that language, you're gonna learn it more easily than if you learn, like, say, Chinese.
What? English.
And
I also just speak English.
and now the next question is, if you could learn one more, what would it be?
I think I would learn Japanese because we're going to Japan in a few weeks. So
In a few weeks.
Yeah. So I should probably start learning.
Yeah. Oh, you got plenty of time.
Yeah.
Yeah. Okay.
I think I would learn Spanish.
Why Spanish?
I think I'm going into the healthcare field, so I feel like it would be very
Yeah,
beneficial to,
it would be very, very, very,
I
very.
speak 2 languages.
What are the 2?
English and Spanish.
How many languages do you speak?
I speak 1 English. I've taken a few Spanish classes, but I wouldn't say I speak it.
Okay.
Able to read and write in Spanish better than I'm able to listen and speak.
I speak 2 languages fluently, and I'm a beginner in Spanish.
Oh, cool. What are the 2?
English and French.
Could you tell me in French what's something you like about Harvard?
Bon, j'adore les étudiants et j'adore mes collègues. J'adore le campus et j'aime bien enseigner ici.
Wow, that was insightful. That was insightful. Again, it seems like most of the students and teachers know at least 2. It's not unusual. Shit, it's crazy, but it's not unusual that Harvard students would just know 1. I mean, they're still human. They're still regular people who haven't learned new languages. But for Harvard, for literally the majority of the Harvard students that he interviewed, for most of them to at least know 2 languages is insane. That means Harvard is probably the most bilingual college out there, right? If literally most of the people that he interviewed and teachers know at least 2 languages. That's crazy. That is actually insane to think about. Again, not unnormal for people to know one, but for the fact that everybody he interviewed, at least more than the majority knew 2. There was like a little stragglers. I wouldn't say a little stragglers because there was a plentiful amount of people who knew 3 to 4 languages. Again, there was only one who actually knew 2 or 5, but there was a plentiful amount of people who knew 3 and 4 languages, teachers and students alike. And some people were learning another language, which was, they don't know it, but they're learning more languages too. And there was actually 2 people who knew 5. Well, I would say knew 5 because the girl said that she was learning Greek. She didn't know Greek, but she was learning it. But yeah, that's it. That's crazy. That's crazy. I'm actually very, very, very shocked that Harvard is literally a bilingual college for real. But we out of here. Hold on. Oh, I read a couple of these comments, but we'll all read the same ones I read. If you speak 2 languages, you're bilingual. 3 languages, you're trilingual. Only 1, congratulations, you're American. Facts, 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 facts. If you go to the Polyglot conference and ask them how many languages do you speak, okay, that question is really iffy because polyglots, like yeah, they'll know 5 plus, but the other 2, like they'll know 8, but the other 3, maybe if not 4, they don't really know too well. But they're still polyglots nonetheless. But I speak 3 languages: Argentina, Peruvian, and Uruguayan. And sometimes I understand Chilean, but it is very difficult. Well, hold on. Being Harvard students, I was expecting more people to speak at least another language. The only ones speaking 2 or more were foreigners. I'm not surprised by that though. I'm not surprised that foreigners are people who are speaking at least 2 or more languages. One, they have their own language. Duh. Then they're over here in the United States, so that's English. Duh. That's 2 right there. But 3, yeah, that's a little. I mean, yeah. Depending on where they live, like some down in South America, they live in Argentina and Chile. That's 2 languages under their belt right there. Like, that's 2 languages that they know. Then they go up to the U.S. Boom, that's 3. And the same with those Indian students. Of course, they was gonna know more Indian languages. Of course, like Hindi, a couple of those other names. That was 3 right there, and then they had English. It's 4. I'm not surprised by that. But we might get off of here, bro. We've been on here too long. We've been on here too long. Hope you leave a like. Hope you leave a comment. Subscribe. Because I'm posting another video because it's all I got for y'all today.